There's a knocking indeed. If a man were a porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. The nail. There's a power to hang himself. Expectation of plenty. Come and down. Have napkins up about you here. I swear you'll sweat for them. Knock, knock. Who's there? In the mother devil's name. Faith, there's an equivocator that could swear on both the scales against either scale. Who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven? Oh, come and equivocate. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith. Who's an English tailor? Come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never quiet. What are you? This place is too cold for hell. I'll double porter it no further. I had thought to let some of all professions go to the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon. I pray you remember the poor.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second cock. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of these things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep and yearn. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and it takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him. Makes him stand to and not stand to. In conclusion, he equivocates him in his sleep, and giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did. In the very throat on me. But I requited him for his lie. And I think, being too strong for him, though he took up my legs sometime, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Morrow both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did not condemn me to call timely on him. I have almost slept the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I make so bold call for my 'tis limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamenting heard I the day, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events, now hatched to the woeful time, an obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! Horror! No tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made me his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke up. The lords of nor in a temple, and stroll fence the life of thy building.
What's it you say? The life?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy the site with a new gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake, ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason, banquo and doling. Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep. Death's counterfeit, and look on the death itself. Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Malcolm, banquo. As from your graves rise up and walk like spirits, the countenance, the door. Ring the bell!
What's the business? That such a hideous trumpet calls to the parlor, the sleepers of the house. Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in this woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Whoa, alas! What? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I prithee, contradict thyself, and say it not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time, for from this instant there is nothing serious in mortality. All but his toys, renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere less is left this vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it, the spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father is murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done. Their hands and faces were bandaged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared, and we distracted them. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise? Amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal, and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gash stabbed looked like a breach in nature. For ruins, wasteful entrance, there, the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, and their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who can refrain? That had heart to love, and that heart courage to make love known.
Help me hence. How?
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues that most may claim this argument for ours?
What should be spoken here? Where our fate hid in auger hole? May rush and seize us. Let's away. Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question the most bloody piece of work. To know it further, fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence, against the undivulged pretense I fight of treacherous malice.
And so do I!
So!
Let's briefly put on our manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented! What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office, which the false man does easy. I'll go to England.
To Ireland! Aye, our separated fortune shall keep us both safer. Where we are, there's daggers and men's smiles. The nearer the in blood, the nearer the bloody.
This murderous shaft that's shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft which steals itself when there's no mercy left.
My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh. Low key and staying candid. Reflect on all the things I try my hand at. Search for the equation to persuasions I'm used to. Find a comfort in the zones of closet bones I get loose to. A mountain is Fontaine. Spinning in monsoon and grinning this high octane. Explosive how I came. Rolling down the hills cause life's a hassle. Encircled by my folly like a moat around the castle. Stay afloat. Catch a second wind thin if the air.
Bill dropping Miss Pac-Man. This pill popping, this pill pop. I'm popping through these new
What's the business? That such a hideous trumpet calls to the parley, the sleepers of the house. Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's car when murder as it fell.
Car? So do I. So all. Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well
Continued.
What will you do?
I know. We already said that. Oh, that's me.
Oh, Banquo. Thy master stirring. Good morrow, noble sir.
Morrow both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did commend me to call timely on him. I have. Oh, horror, horror! Thy tongue cannot. Thy heart.
Peace, love, Macbeth.